Greetings, traveler.
Let us dive into this Gospodar review. He's going to try out a new Sylvanas strategy. So I don't want to give it away yet what it's going to be. So we have the Scout Anomaly. Turn 1, we just buy the strongest unit to win our fights. It's also a 2/2 Divine Shield, so it goes quite well into other scouts. It's a Dragon, Naga, Pirates, Quilboar, Undead lobby. So Naga Pirate stands out. That's always good in these lobbies. Also, Dragon Naga opens up Charmwing Rogue, which gives you a lot of health. Have you seen the Sliders game with 4 Rainers? I have not. That's foreshadowing for a new video, huh? Okay, I'll have to check that out. Is that from today or something, or what? Cool. Oh, we have a Chef. Man, Chef is nice, but he could also just hero power from our Scout. He wants to level? No, he can't really level here. This is interesting. So he's not that interested in hero powering for a Scout here. Aren't you always supposed to hero power for Scouts? Wait, did I miss something? Is it not guaranteed? Maybe it's not guaranteed. No, it's guaranteed, right? Because if you hero power for Scouts, there's no downside, right? Because you hero power for 2, you could sell the Scout for 1, and you could sell the 1-drop for 1. But you can get Busker for money, you can get Bacon for gems. So it seems like that was a guaranteed hero power with maybe some upside. Going for double profit, or maybe picking up the shipwright. Even the damage buff is not horrible with the shield on board. Okay, right. If he wants to tier, that does make sense. Because it doesn't need any extra help. You can just put that down and start buffing. So this is all pretty chill. Like winning our early rounds, or at least tying. That's nice. The shop's not great, so next turn we're gonna get our 6s, right? Yeah, I kind of like just not doing anything here, just tier. Because once you hero power here, you're somewhat locked into not leveling. You're pretty much locked into not leveling, yeah. And then you have to buy from the shop, or you have to roll, and if you roll, it's kind of scary. You might just hit absolutely nothing. So even though you are gonna take 10 here, probably, right? It's still safer than buying, I would say. One thing on Sylvanas, like he just went AFK, right? On Sylvanas, you kind of want to see how the fight goes so you know which things have died. The old Sylvanas hero power, you could hover over and it would tell you on the board which ones had died, but the new one doesn't do that, I think. Okay, so he's got Charlie for his first one. This feels like we still just take Rogers. Because you might say, oh, Quilboar plus Quilboar, but Bloodsnout Warlord doesn't really have that much synergy with Charlie, right? It's like, it's a rally. It's just if you get Refiner, it's nice. So the issue with Scout is that the game accelerates a lot. So you might say, oh, well, it's so early, right? But everybody gets 2 6-drops on this turn. So it is a little scary to take Rogers and then you fight someone that does have, let's say, the Blood Snout, and then you lose the early fight. That does suck. I guess Fire Skill Hoarder, yeah. So this turn, not great. We got Balladist for some extra health on the Rogers, I'm guessing? No, he's gonna go there. Okay. So this is where I am not... Okay, nice. I was gonna say, this is where I can't resist, right? I want to buff the Rogers because I'm keeping the Rogers longer than the 1-drop. But there is a reasonable argument there to buff the Divine Shield to say that's gonna give me more chance to win the current combat. The only problem with that is you're now investing more into a minion that you're selling pretty, you know, like that stays maybe 1 more turn. Unless maybe levels, right? Maybe then 2 more turns. But yeah, you have to constantly weigh that with not taking damage versus playing for the long run. Okay, we get our value here. The opponent did hit 2 Refiners, so they're gonna get strong pretty fast the moment they find some kind of gem buffing. Okay, level gets the buddy for 0. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sylvanas in this anomaly is so nice because suddenly everybody has 6-drops. All right, so turn 7, 9 gold, leveled to 5. That's pretty much, that's like an early tier, but when you're getting 2 6-drops for free, it's pretty normal. Ooh, yeah, Charming is very, very good at early combat. Because in the early game, units don't really have enough damage yet to punish your Charmwing. And what I mean with that is, like, he's got 50 health, right? but it's only on a 10 or a 9 damage unit, and normally that's not really good enough. But this early on, units just don't have enough damage yet to punish that. So as long as you just get a big pile of health, you're probably going to win. Especially as Alec here, getting that Wind Fury. But he's got 2 extra golds. His hero power is still pretty potent here. Probably want to start with that in case he hits another Rogers. Yeah. He's got double Charlie as well if he wants the tempo. On 23, I think I still take Rogers, but this will be a good learning moment. Yeah, he wants a Charlie. Okay. I guess he does have a shop full of gem buffs, right? Does he care about the 2 health? Yeah, he does. So I'd be a little bit scared to just buy the gem buffs and not get that much done this turn. But he does need to stabilize. Not losing this fight would be great. He's not going to take the shield for the refiner. I guess that's fine. He's thinking about just banking the gem transfer. I could see that. That's always useful when you're playing Cool War. You're always looking for that thing in the end game anyway. Because it's such an easy way to make board space. Just kick a unit with the gem transfer. Okay, making the refiner bigger, that also makes sense. Want to potentially get 2 swings with that. You couldn't exit bronze. Really? Okay, so for the purpose of the giveaway, that's you just need to like win 1 game, right? But you couldn't exit bronze. Sorry, that sounds like so disrespectful. It's like skill issue, but yeah, I don't know. If you've played Battlegrounds, it's very, very, very similar. All right, anyways, sorry. It's a bit of a sidetrack. Yeah, so that's Quilber now? Oh, Foodie's a great one to get. So he pushed to tier 6 here. I would say that with gem transfer, Charming is always a really solid unit to go for. Because in these lobbies, especially where you don't have access to Murlocs, Charming is just incredible. Almost always, if you can make a big Charming, it's going to be the best unit to buff. Because it scales so incredibly well on other units then. The tricky part usually is how to make it big. But when you have this type of setup for gems, that question is very easily answered. Yeah, this money lines up quite nicely because he gets to cycle that and end on overconfidence. The only thing that I'm a little bit scared of is that we're going too slow by just buying these foodies, but Naga lobbies? Yeah, Naga lobbies make it even better. But even outside of a Naga lobby, like big Charmwing, as long as Murlocs are out, is so hard to beat. Yeah, Charmwing plus Rogue, super, super solid. This board gets a lot of power just from the Rogue. We're probably fine just because they have no health. And we're trading okay with our shield. But an early Rogue can be really scary, especially if the opponent has some shields on the board. But we've gained a lot of tempo with these foodies, and then having double Charlie. Alright, so we're still on 23, we're on tier 6. We could get the double bounty guy for some money, but we are also kind of deep into quills. Also, that shield has stayed a lot longer than I thought it would have. Alright, that's double Rogers, right? Come on. We need some money, bro. Alright, nice, nice, nice. I just hate being poor, dude. Newsflash. Alright, we're buying a Tarecgosa, which makes me think that we are, yeah, buy the brand. It's actually not a good brand lobby, it's just pirates and Nagas, but you have double Rogers, it's probably still good. Dargaze brand, that's also really interesting, but the board space is getting weird. So the Tarecgosa buy indicates that he is indeed looking for Charming, right? Because it seems kind of weird to buy Tarecgosa otherwise. Just this one's interesting because he had the option to go for Dargaze, but if you want to keep double Rogers, which you kind of need to when you are going to go for Dargaze because you need to spend a lot of money, you have to kick the Charlies, I think, because you want to keep the refiner to make your gems bigger to get more value from your Dark Gazes. I think at this stage, it's probably okay to just keep the Charlies because it's 4 gems per turn anyway. So then it doesn't really make too much sense to go for it. He had an option to go for the Jazzer there. He had the money, but he didn't want to end on that. I guess he is rolling for a unit to end on, yeah. So My greedy ass would have probably taken Sylvanas here. I'm like, bro, we're on 23, we're good, right? But he's being responsible. He's trying to win this fight, putting down the witch. Now it is a no Murloc lobby, so opponents can feel a little emboldened. Unfortunately, our witch doesn't do anything. So yeah, there you go. Always Sylvanas, baby. Let's get that money. Let's go. Man, that is a Eudora comp, huh? Is that double Titus in the back? No, golden Titus though. Oh, wait, this is so cute. He's dead, but it's cute, right? It's Eudora for temporary buffs and then Charmwing and Poet for permanent buffs. But given that the Poets are still pretty small, this is the first turn he's doing it, so he just didn't get it online early enough. That's really cute. Oh, that's a 17k player, okay. I mean, that's great for Gospodar, him dying early. He was about to get really big. Okay, so here's a Charming he's been looking for. The opponent fed it to him. And he doesn't really need gem transfer because he has Nathanos, right? Okay, that's true. He does have Nathanos. Okay. I guess he bought the Bramble because he was up against the 17k player, right? I guess that's, you know, situational awareness here. Ooh, money, money, money. Oh, Grave Robber works with the buddy. Yeah, he's looking at the Grave Robber. I mean, we're cycling the money for sure, right? Because we have double Rogers, so that seems like a no-brainer. But it seems like this turn he wants to get the Charming online with the... Okay, he's buffing the Rogers. I don't like that. That means we're killing off Rogers. It's kind of awkward. Okay, he's gonna Nathanos Rogers on top of the Refiner to make Refiner bigger. Then he's going to use the Pokeball to put the Nathanos back in the Pokeball. There we go. So now we can use the Nathanos again. And then after we eat the Refiner, he's going to have enough board space to use another Grave Robber and put Nathanos back in the Pokeball. But he still needs board space for these Tarecs, right? So I guess we're always have to give up on either Bran or Rogers or Charlie, but I don't think he's getting rid of Charlie. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, but he's going to keep Nathanos on board. Right. That's because he could Hero Power and find it, or he could just get another Grave Robber. That's fair. So instead of putting the Nathanos back in his hand this turn, he's going to keep it on the board so that if he Hero Powers, he could get the Nathanos back. Because now he has 500, well, 450 health on these Tarecs. That's pretty silly. And then as long as he keeps finding Tarecgosas, he can move the stats from the Tarecgosa back on top of the Charmwing, as long as he either finds more Grave Robbers or Hero Powers his buddy, or just spends the money now to get his Golden Buddy, right? And he could double the stats too with Golden Buddy. Now Tarecgosa is a 2-drop, so that's not too crazy, but you do need money for it. Now we did lose here, so our damage cap is gone. Oh, there's a Tarek. So he's gonna Hero Power first. Yeah, no, I don't like that actually. I think we should have eaten one Tarecgosa first, because if we Hero Power and find another Tarecgosa, that's actually huge, right? So I guess he Hero Powered first to see, do I get another Nathanos or so, but I think it was like slightly too fast. Because now the issue is that if we eat both Tarecgosas, which we can, yeah, we don't have 2 dragons on our board anymore. So I might just keep one, we'll see. Probably want to sell the Grave Robber to put it back in. Wind Fury's great, yeah. I wonder if I would have kept the Rogers instead of the Charlie, just to have more money to roll more Grave Robbers, but I guess he doesn't really need that much money anymore. And the Charlie that's buffing the Charmwing might make more sense. Elder is not bad. He's going to have huge units. I guess he's going to put the big Tarecgosa in the back. And he's not going to eat again here. Why did he skip Rogue? I think he's going to just play Charmwing. Oh, wait. He wants to keep the Grave Robber on the board to try and Hero Power it? Okay, wow. Yeah, it's not a great Bran lobby, so I can see that. I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm selling Bran. I mean, heresy. I guess you still want Rogue when you're doing this? It just depends on oh, 2 scam units. But he has 3 big guys. Yeah, there's no damage on the other side of the board. We're fine. Huh. Yeah, you probably still want Rogue, right? But you also need Poet then. It feels like he just doesn't really have enough time to properly set up what he wants to do. Because he has a lot of stats here, but he needs fights to scale. Now, he doesn't get a ghost fight. That is nice. He could just Golden Buddy here. And then eat the biggest Tarek. Ooh, nice. And Poet. You can eat the small Tarek with your buddy. No, okay, he's not doing that. Because I think you can make like a huge and then double it, right? Oh, he's gonna do it. Okay. Wait, no. That's not what I had in mind. But the problem is you need Tarecgosa, so you need to roll first to see if you hit Tarecgosa. I was gonna potentially eat both Tareccosas this turn. Because then if you go Golden Buddy here, you get double the stats, right? Wait, didn't we just lose stats? Because this is double, right? We should have made that guy bigger then. Yeah, you guys double check me, because Nathano's buddy got changed a few times, but I think we just lost stats here. I think we could have made one Tarecgosa bigger and then doubled it up. But I think before we can do that, we have to roll another Tarecgosa, right? I feel like this is really YOLO. Like, we don't have dragons now. We don't have Poet, we don't have Tarek. So I probably would have rolled first to see if I hit a dragon to replace. Otherwise, I don't get any scaling. This is where the chat types OFC that he finds a Tarecgosa. It's classic streamer luck. It's what we do. There is another grave robber, but maybe he's kind of done. Nope, we're not done. Oh, we are. Okay. Yeah, it feels like he needs to just prep for the last fight now, which is a little annoying because you kind of want to just keep scaling and doing the thing. Right? You kind of just want to do the thing with the stuff. Look at the stats here. Jesus. 9k. Yeah, I think the ideal version of this, because he's probably still cooking this strategy, right? Like, I haven't seen people do this. Like the Sylvanas Charmwing strategy. That's not really a thing, right? Or it's at least not popular, because I haven't seen it yet. And I see quite a bit of Battlegrounds. So he's probably just refining this. But I think that the ultimate version of this is probably going to be eat the Tarek a few times and then just play Charming Rogue. Similar to how we do it with the AFK buddy, which is we have the AFK buddy and then we mutinous and then we rebuild it and then mutinous. He's not taking the Rogue. Yeah, he's not considering it. He skipped the second Charming, so I guess he's thinking that the game is going to end too fast and this Pyramid buddy. He needs damage on that though. Can he get damage on that? Like, it's gonna be thick. I guess he could even just like eat the Pyramid buddy later, but yeah, without damage, that's a tough one, man. So in order for this to work, he buffed his gems to get some initial stats and then just swapped into Charming. Or eating that again. Ooh. But again, no dragon now, right? I feel like he's just memeing a little bit. I guess he could also get 4 gems here, but just play a dragon. Yeah. This feels so Monka-esque, dude. Like, he feels so aggressive with his eats. Yeah, just play them. No, play the stealth guy. Then you can play rogue too. I think he just missed it, right? Because the stealth guy is just like superior. But I think he just was looking for any dragon. I think what we are seeing here is just a crude version of what this is going to end up being. I think for the remainder, because I don't think we're gonna get, like, I don't think Sylvanas is on the balance list right now, right? I don't think people are complaining about at least not her buddy. Maybe the hero power. But I don't think people are complaining about Sylvanas. So this is likely not going to get nerfed until the end of the season. So this might actually be the go-to thing where we refine this and get better at it. Mic is crackling. Damn it, dude. Why doesn't my thing just work? Wait, we just want a 38%er, huh? We have 42 to die. I could see it. Yeah, we didn't have damage. Is the mic fine now or not? You thought it was the headset? Yeah, it's all your headsets. That is true. Not my mic. It's all the headsets. Okay, we got another Elder. But no damage, yeah. Yeah, so, right. Before I was so rudely interrupted by my microphone, I was saying that I think this is going to be a thing now where we do Sylvanas, Tarecgosa transfers to get a big Charmwing, and then we just play Charmwing Rogue from there. Because this still struggles versus anything that has damage, right? Because the Pyramid buddy only has 23 damage right now. The Charmwing does have 600 damage with all the Nathanos things, so the Elders do gain quite some damage. But still, Charmwing Rogue seems like the straightforward way to do this. Bro brought all the scam. Let's go. We played around Leroy with our Skypin by not having any damage, so he didn't kill the Leroy. Don't die to Leroy if you don't kill the Leroy, chat. Let's think about it. Oh, he's got one more turn. Oh, the opponent conceded. He's out. Yeah, I can see this being meta, where you just hunt for Tarecgosa and then start playing Charming Rogue. Okay, he's going to concede here. It looks a little weird, but the moment your opponent has left, you've already won. All right, GG's. That was very cool.